Mars's atmosphere is mainly carbon dioxide, 95% carbon dioxide, 3% nitrogen, and 1.6% argon. Mars's gravity is about a third of Earth's gravity at 3.7 meters per second, whereas Earth's is 9.81 meters per second squared. Even so, you can still walk on Mars, it's just slower, but takes less energy. Mars is a fairly similar temperature to Earth. Unfortunately, it's just a little too chilly, at an average of negative 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The surface of Mars has craters, volcanoes, dips, and other bumps and stuff. It's very rough on the surface. Don't mind the water that just popped up on the side. Then Mars is windy, and its atmosphere is thin. This lends itself to the use of wind turbines and solar panels to collect energy, such as the solar panels on the roof of the buggy thing. This being said, the combo doesn't really allow wind turbines to work well because 60-mile-per-hour winds on Mars with a thin atmosphere would be around 6 miles per hour on Earth. Small wind turbines need at least 9 miles per hour to be productive. We found a section with a windier climate to live in so that we could use wind turbines because we need both, just in case. So water should be fairly easy once we get there. There are frozen ice caps underground, mainly in the polar regions. There are several places where ice is at the surface, and we located one of these places and are able to collect water and heat it in the water collection dome, which I'll show you later. So, for food, Mars soil can be used to grow plants. It takes a heck ton of fertilizer, but it's better than hauling dirt to Mars from Earth. It also works out well because we terraform the rocky surface, and we're then able to use the top layer as soil. We brought seeds to grow plants, and we did a Noah's Ark type of deal for the animals. For shelter, everything but the wind turbines and rocket are under dome protection to keep them safe from the cold, the non-oxygenated atmosphere, and the wind and gravity. We have buggies for transportation, which I'll show you in here. They are closed top, and although they look very much like convertibles, yes, we aren't going to let you drive around Mars with your hair in the breeze because you'd only last a few minutes before dying that way. These buggies are used for collecting ice, small trips to explore, and carrying back materials, such as dirt or ores. You could also walk, but it takes a long time because it's slower on Mars than on Earth. For health to keep healthy, we have bathrooms in each family pod with showers. We also have a public bathroom, which I'll show you later. We have a health and recovery room, which is right over here, where you are treated for injuries and sicknesses. Having been in isolation for a month before our departure, we came to Mars without sicknesses. We have contracted from animals in some cases, and of course we have injuries such as broken legs, other broken stuff, and scrapes and whatnot. More often than not, patients will come for excused rest from work. So, the colony is a socialist monarchy. We have a throne room for the queen and individual pods for each family. We add on to this when needed. All buildings, excluding the shelter pods, are public and owned by the monarch. Having a single leader, it's easier and quicker to make decisions, but requests for change can be made at our bi-yearly colony meetings. Since there are so few of us, this system works. This right here is the throne room. My sister designed it. It's a little dark, but it's cool. For entertainment, we have activities and work. We have farmers, doctors, teachers, science specialists, communication specialists, engineers, architects, builders, technicians, random laborers. We do not have cooks because individuals are supposed to cook for themselves, but some people are more skilled than others, so some have self-proclaimed side jobs as chefs and bakers. We have weavers and sewers, and sewage workers will be called in waste management. Overseers because that sounds nicer than pooper scoopers or something. There are also some people who entertain, such as singers, instrument players, bartenders, and storytellers. They work as those jobs on their side, their free time, and just collect extra. For activities, we have gardens, library, sports, and gathering center, school, cafe, and bar. So over here, this is the buggy room. This here, like I said before, is the health and recovery room. This is the school room. My sister helped me design this because she is super cool. And we have the desks and sorry for the bad videoing. We have That's the Fish. That's Jimmy. I named it, of course. And everything is under domes, like I said before. This is the water heating and collection room. There's troughs, some fun blocks on the ceiling just for the heck of it, and to hang the ice on the ceiling and it just drains. We've also got lava just in case we need to speed up the process. Lava's found on Mars. This is these are the shelter pods. My sister decorated the rooms, and underneath each of them there are toilets and showers or baths, and they're all connected. Not sure that you'd ever really need to use this. Somebody forgot to shut their door. But, yeah. There are plants all over the place, such as the vines you saw and all of the bushes lining the areas. We're just going to go through all the rooms. There's plants all over the place for oxygen, of course, because converting stuff. But if all of these plants don't do their job, or we need more oxygen than they can produce, we do have a MOXIE, the MOXIE technology that they've created that just takes carbon dioxide, which I said was very plentiful on Mars, and strips them of the O2, the oxygen molecules, and yeah, that's the technology that we'd use in case plants aren't enough. I'm not sure why that's open. It's supposed to be all closed. I did not put in the double sealed doors for coming in and out through the buggy room, which is the only room that is open, actually, to the outside. Over here, I'll show you the bathrooms. I just gotta get in. Not going all the way around. I'll fix that later. You open up the doors, they're down here. Everything but the bathrooms are above ground, actually. There's bathrooms with the sinks and the toilets. Showers are not in the public bathroom. Those are just in the individual pods. Over here, this is the barn. We've got horses, cows, chickens, rabbits, pigs, sheep. Sheep are important for the clothing, and then animals, we just kill them and eat them. No, we get milk from the cows. Chickens lay eggs. The llamas look super cool with the wool stuff blankets that we make for them. This is the loom room where we make clothing and other stuff. Over here, this is storage. We just have a whole bunch of holding stuff. This is where all our extra stuff goes. Then over here we have our sports and activities dome. It's got a whole bunch of space, a whole bunch of containers to hold whatever you need, craft stuff. There's archery stuff. You can play baseball, I guess basketball if you put something up for it, football, whatever else. Across from that, we have the library. Has a whole bunch of books. Some people write on their free time here, but there isn't any specific person. This is the cafe. We have music, cocoa beans, pots. They're supposed to be mugs. Also, I forgot to mention, we do not have a librarian because the books are public. You don't have to even need to check them out or in. You're supposed to be trusted. This is the fields or the garden. We have bees to pollinate. We've got plants for food. Beets, there are different quadrants for different foods. We've got water in between there too. It cycles through and gets cleaned. And then over in this corner we have the compost room. It's very important because all of the plant waste, human waste, animal waste, everything goes in there and gets recycled. And beyond that, I'll show you our spaceship because it's tall. This is our spaceship all the way over here. We had all the supplies that we had to bring. We brought in this. It's possible to ship stuff from Earth here, but it's really expensive and takes a long time, so it's not really something we can do unless it's for emergencies.